Wasted Water Sports, ahoy! Welcome back to Six Nations continuing. What a game we just saw. What a night we've had all around. We did Super Rugby before the Six Nations. Some exciting games there. And we saw an absolute blockbuster between Ireland and Wales. Wales haven't won a game for what, like 2 years? And they put on a hell of a performance. Very nearly got the job done against a shell-shocked Irish team. Ireland too strong in the end. But it went down to the wire. It was an exciting game. And hoping for more of the same here in the Calcutta Cup. Now, speaking of the Calcutta Cup, Tania Godwin has been kind enough to share us some history. And we can run through that in the pre-game for those that might be interested. Wasted Water Sports, welcome along. Live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Facebook, live on Twitch. Bringing you alternative commentary for, well, I can't say all your favorite sports because your favorite sports might be different to mine. You know what I mean? We could be on very different things. But we do cover a lot of different sports action. Just making sure that we're live here. Yes, we are. We're up and running. Because we've had some problems with YouTube tonight. So I just want to make sure that we are all off and running, all A-OK, and ready to roll. So, Tania Godwin has been kind enough to share with us the Calcutta Cup is the oldest trophy contested between any two international rugby union teams, predating the Bledisloe Cup by more than half a century, which is obviously a contest that I'm very familiar with here in Australia, the Bledisloe Cup. Australia haven't held the Bledisloe Cup since the invention of Twitter, or X as it's now called. The Calcutta Cup is named after the Calcutta Rugby Football Club. I did always wonder about that, funnily enough, which was formed in 1873 in Calcutta, India. The club disbanded in 1878, and the trophy was made from the club's remaining funds. Just a preamble point for the stream. Thank you very much, Tania Godwin, for that little knowledge bomb dropped upon us. I did wonder why it was called the Calcutta Cup. God save the king. This was, of course, funny story. They got the anthems wrong in the ICC Champions Trophy, the cricket that is going on at the moment. They played God Save the Queen, and hilarity ensued. It was quite a funny moment. In terms of a same-game multi for this one, I've got two legs. I've got Tommy Freeman, and I've got my boy, Duhan Vandermeer. Anytime try scorers, just the two legs. Come on, we're due, right? We've got to get a win. And once again, as I always say about the Six Nations, two very passionate renditions of the national anthem. Following the popular introduction of rugby to India in 1872, the Calcutta Rugby Football Club was established by former students of rugby school in January 1873, joining the Rugby Football Union. There you go. I would never have known any of this. But it was funny because I used to play Jonah Lomu rugby on the PS1, and I always wondered, I'm like, why is this called the Calcutta Cup? It didn't make a whole lot of sense. Marcus Smith, there's my boy. Marcus Smith wearing the number 15. He seems to have found his new home just because Finn Smith was so good in the victory over France. You could not keep him out of that number 10 spot. I love my boy Marcus Smith, but Finn Smith was incredible against France. Finn Russell, a player to keep an eye on there for Scotland. Finn Russell actually reminds me a lot of an old housemate of mine who was just so... And Finn Russell strikes me as being exactly the same, just so relaxed and carefree. Doesn't strike me as a rugby player, but he is a damn good one. Ready to get underway. England versus Scotland. Kickoff momentarily. Let's keep an eye on Vandermeer. Let's keep an eye on Tommy Freeman. And let's have fingers and toes crossed for another exciting game. There has not been a single game today that we've covered from Super Rugby through to the Six Nations. There's not been a single game that has not delivered excitement, edge of the seat stuff all the way to the end. So we're hoping for another one now. The referee blows the whistle. It's time on. And it is Finn Smith who gets us underway. Scotland claim the ball from the restart and immediately bring it outside the 22. A good run there from Dempsey. Told to use it. And a box kick for Ben White. Puts it high up to the halfway line. Marcus Smith comes forward for it. It falls for Itoje. And England are in possession. 40 metres out from the Scots line on this near touchline. They go to midfield. Marcus Smith to Finn Smith. Numbers to the left, but the little kick through from Henry Slade turns Scotland around, and it goes over the sideline about 10 metres out. And that is a good start for England. Solid. And pinning Scotland down into the corner. Forcing a defensive line-out throw inside the first minute. Dave Cherry with the big throw. Goes over the back. It goes to nobody, but the referee blows his whistle. A free kick to Scotland. Slowing the play down here. Scotland not in any hurry. England guilty of closing the gap there at line-out time. 273 rupees were melted down to create the cup. Can I get a look at this cup? As Scotland put this kick up over halfway. That is a nice exit, nice clearance from the free kick. Let's get a look at this cup. Well, that's John Travolta. That's not the Calcutta Cup. Calcutta Cup. Okay, yeah, I see. I mean, I don't mean to be offensive, but it's not the most exciting looking trophy in the world, is it? But it has a lot of history and a lot of meaning, of course. Therefore, it means the world to the two teams battling it out for possession. Alex Mitchell with the box kick. Taken to the back by Scotland and breaking away from the first tackle. And the second tackle is Kyle Rowe, bringing it back to the halfway. That is a great kick return there for Kyle Rowe, giving Scotland some front foot ball. Ben White with the box kick down to the 22. Taken by Finn Smith, goes down the short side. And the kick straight down the throat of Scotland, who now return it again. And that was Kinghorn, the fullback. Dan Jam, ahoy, mates. Hang on, it's got cobras for handles. I thought it just looked like a... Oh, it does too. Okay. I didn't notice that at first glance. I thought it was essentially just a teapot, to be honest. Well, I feel terrible now. It does have cobras for arms. For handles. Vandermeer makes a half a break. Scotland burst down the sideline. Jordan needs support. He's got it inside. And Scotland will score the first try. Ben White has scored. Scotland make a break out of nowhere. We couldn't possibly have another upset tonight, could we? Vandermeer, one-on-one, created the overlap when he beat the tackle. That's our boy, Duhan Vandermeer. Created the space, Tom Jordan flying down the sideline. Slick hands from Kinghorn. And he had support inside. Racing up was Ben White. And so it begins, says Dan Jam. Four and a half minutes gone, and Scotland, with the conversion attempt, pushing it out past the far upright. That's a shocker. And it remains 5 points to 0. Boy, oh boy. Scotland. The best possible start. Smith gets us back underway. Scotland have it just outside the 22. Johnny Gray plays it back. Told to use it. White wants another ruck set up. Getting a better angle on this clearing kick. Calling in the troops. Told to use it now. Sets up some space at the back of the ruck, and the box kick is in. Straight into... well, it stays in field. Vandermeer's up for it, but England come down with it. They'll be dragged over the sideline, and it will be penalty to England. Referee had told them to release, and they did not. A penalty to England. Take the 3. Take the 3 points. You know you want to. They're going to put it into the corner here. Finding touch. About 7 meters out. They probably wanted it a wee bit closer than that. A try in the opening 5 minutes. Cowan Dickey will have the line out throw. England can go on the attack. Throws to the middle. Itoje comes down with it. The rolling maul is set. Alex Mitchell brings it out. Dummies goes on his own. Held up. 5 meters out. The ball's up off the ground. Goes to ground now. Mitchell. Good work. Scotland drive in from the side. That was surely penalty advantage. They get away with it. Swing low breaks out around the stadium already. And England are on the attack, looking to hit back. 5 meters out in front of the post now. Itoje burrows in and cleans out. Mitchell out to Finn Smith. Dances around. Looking for some space to open up. It doesn't. Staying on the short side. Still 5 meters out. 5 phases here, England. Driving towards the line. Mitchell goes quickly, staying on that far side. 2 meters out now. Scotland look to get hands in. Penalty advantage, is it? No. Referee resisted the urge, I think. Getting close to the sideline here. Tom Curry close to the sideline and close to the try line. The pick and go is the option. They're so close here. England. Penalty advantage now. England are over the line. Driven backwards now. Centimetres short. Itoje's got it to the back. Fires it out. And Ben Earl goes close. But Scotland's defence holds firm. A fresh penalty advantage. Mitchell trying to dig the ball out. They are mere millimetres away from the try line. Itoje tries to burrow under. Mitchell with the crash ball to our boy, Tommy Freeman. And Tommy Freeman gets it down. We have got to tick off the multi already. Yes. That's my boy, Tommy Freeman, with the crash ball. All right, now we have got 72 minutes for Duhan Vandermeer to score a try, and we are winners. Give me $5, ahoy, mate. Sorry, I was very focused on what was happening. Conversion successful by Marcus Smith, and England leads 7 points to 5. Oh, you love to see a tick off the multi this early in proceedings. 72 minutes now for Vandermeer to get across the line. Surely that happens. What a fantastic start. Tommy Freeman gets us a tick. England secure the restart. And they get the penalty. Scotland failing to clear the ruck. Not rolling away. How are we doing? Give me $5. Are we excited for the NRL season to start? We're only a mere week away. Oh, no, okay. That answers my question. You are going to the Vegas opener. I am so excited to start the coverage of the NRL season as Cowan Dickey throws to the middle of the line out. And England come down with it. Tom Willis up to halfway. And a penalty to Scotland. Port holding on to the ball. Who was in over the top of that? Take a bow. Monstrous turnover. And Finn Russell will put this into touch. Scotland can go straight back on the attack. Yeah, nice. Give me $5. Just pop it in the artwork channel. Because at the moment, that's the only place that people are allowed to share photos. But very keen to see it. I mean, either that or just message me direct. But yes, I'm thinking so that everyone else can see it. Pop it in that artwork thread. Scotland with the attacking line-out throw. Dave Cherry goes to the middle. Uncontested by England. Jamie Ritchie fires it back. Inside ball for Rowe. Rowe beats one. He's 5 meters out. Goes to ground. Quick ruck ball. Ritchie again charges onto it. 2 meters out from the line now. Scotland looking for their second try. Give it to Vandermeer. This would be a record if we got a multi all ticked off inside the first 20 minutes of a game. Hugh Jones goes backwards. Vandermeer was out there. They run away from him now. Back into midfield. England try and get in and spoil. It's still there for Scotland. Ben White fires it across to Cherry in front of the post. 10 meters out. Still there for the Scots. 7 phases. Down the short side, Finn Russell on the wraparound. To Kinghorn, up in the line. Pops it over the top for Kyle Rowe, who spills it forward. And this will be a scrum down for England. The crowd just erupts in a chorus of cheers. Oh, they are harsh. This English crowd, they are fierce. There's no hiding from mistakes out there. Possum alert. Possum alert. Stewart's down, getting some attention. 12 minutes 40 gone. Give me $5. You were in Vegas last year and it was great. Oh, very nice. Very nice. They've kind of set it up a bit weird this year. Hang on, let me just fix my microphone stand there. Yeah, they've set it up a bit weird this year. Because you've got the Super League game on first, which is great. I mean, it should be the women's game on first, is what I'm suggesting. But they've set it up weird. They've got the Super League on first, and then they've got the Warriors versus Raiders, and then they've got this dodgy women's game right before The Sharks versus the Panthers headlining. And I understand that they've done that because they realise that if they put the women's game on first, nobody would come out for it. So it's purposely done to promote the women's game, which is fine, but it just breaks my day up as Scotland hold this maul up. And they will get the scrum inside England's 22. Solid defence of the Roly Mole there from the Scots. 13.5 gone, 7 points to 5. 1 try apiece, just the missed conversion. But anyways, I digress. Anyway, give me $5. I've already been called sexist once tonight. So I won't talk about the women's game anymore. Scrum down here for Scotland. 22 metres out. Not a very stable foundation here at scrum time. The scrum resets. 22 metres out. 15 in from touch. Scotland ready to launch an attack. Free kick here for England. Tania Godwin says, how is it you're remotely sexist? Because I said I wasn't interested in the women's game. And so it's 2025, you know. People are kind of snowflakey these days. But that's all I said. I got asked if I was covering the women's game, and I said no, I could not be interested in the slightest in that. Sexist. Scotland with the line-out throw. To the middle of the line-out. Secure the ball. And they bring it back towards the halfway line. Told to use it now. Ben White's got it at the back. And the box kick up over halfway. Contestable. Tapped backwards by England. Ollie Slightholme's done well there. Nearly bobbling it. Mitchell looking for options. Down the short side they go. Alex Mitchell's got it at the back. Told to use it. It's very messy, very slow ball. Mitchell with the box kick. Taken to the back for Scotland. And Kinghorn pops the pass out to nobody. It's play on. Still there for the Scots. England over the top of it. Surely this is a turnover, but no, it's still there for Scotland. Maintaining possession. 40 metres out from their own line. Ben White with the clearing kick. Lots of height on it. Ben Smith does well running forward to take it. And England set up the ruck 40 metres out from their own line. Staying on the short side. 1 out from the ruck. 16.5 gone. 7 points to 5. Told to use it. The referee wants to put this, keep the speed up. Mitchell with the box kick. Taken by Kinghorn. Close to the sideline. Pops it back for Kyle Rowe. And Rowe has had a couple of damaging runs already. Keeps the ball in field. Back on their own 40-metre line now. Scotland told to use it. It'll be a box kick again here. Ben White. Taken by Finn Smith at the back. Puts the fend on. Beats one. He's now held up. Goes to ground. 40 metres out. England very happy to keep attacking this this short side. And the box kick. Again, Kinghorn runs forward. Tap back by England into touch. Somebody's lost a boot. Looking very lonely out there. 17 minutes, 45 gone. 7 points to 5. England, it was Will Stewart who lost his boot. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I better see what my dog is barking at. She's been barking for like the last 5 minutes. Right back. All of this commotion, huh? From such a little beast. Line out throw here for Scotland, just shy of the halfway line. Cherry goes to the middle. England look to get in and spoil, but it's there. Scotland come down with it. Rolling maul up over halfway. Penalty advantage. And it's given. Penalty to Scotland. 18 minutes gone, 7 points to 5, but Scotland can put this deep down in England's territory now. Ben Russell. Not a lot of distance on that touch finder. Scotland have the line-out throw. About, oh, they've gone quickly, and it's tapped back. Ben Russell in midfield. Fires the pass across. Kyle Rowe wrapping around the back. He's got support from Kinghorn. And here's Vandermeer breaking through one, breaking through a second. He's got support in field, and the try is scored by Hugh Jones. Well, Vandermeer gets a try assist. We need him for a try, damn it. Hugh Jones plants it down in the corner, and Scotland retake the lead. Oh, we've got game on here again. This was all so worth staying up for. Vandermeer pops the pass back in field. Hugh Jones on the spot. Catch you later. Give me $5. From the sideline, the conversion coming back, but not enough. And it's 0 for 2 on the conversion. Scotland, though, leading 10 points to 7. And that was a nice try. England get us back underway. Taken just outside the 22. Johnny Gray. Ben White setting up the clearing kick. Box kick, a lot of height. This is contestable. Scotland are racing through. Marcus Smith can't get a hand on it. It falls for Scotland. Firing it back. And the clearing kick by Kinghorn straight down the middle of the field. Ben Smith is back, puts it high. Taken by Russell. He's got Van der Merwe up to the halfway line. Down the short side, Kinghorn cuts back in midfield, spills it, and that's there for England. Although it's very loose, all the way back to Marcus Smith at fullback. Counter-attack opportunity is on here. Lawrence steps back in field, frees the ball up for Mitchell, and now Slade puts the kick through. Knock-on advantage is over, and this goes into touch 22 metres out from the Scots line. They go quickly over the top. Scotland Play on. Kinghorn is trapped. England in over the top of this. Penalty to Scotland, though. Oh, England was surely in on their feet over the top of that ball. Ben Earl. The penalty has gone to Scotland. And that just deflated the entire crowd. You could hear the air just burst out of the stadium. They thought they were on there. I thought they were on. Scotland with a great touch finder from that penalty. They're about 35 metres out from the English line. Oh, he never released. Yeah, Ben Earl, he never released. And he is not supporting his own body weight. Jackson Franks, ahoy there. Welcome along. You're in Finland. Oh, very nice. I would love to visit Finland one day. As Dave Cherry throws to the front of the line out, Scotland come down with it. The rolling maul is set. White releases it now. Into midfield. Jordan puts the step on. Finn Russell now. Sends it out to Kinghorn. Puts the step on the outside. He's got Van der Merwe. Tries to fend away, but he's been well contained. Big defense in midfield. Schumann has rocked backwards. Finn Russell over the top it goes for Rowe. Jordan pops it out. Keeping it alive here. Scotland through the hands. Spilling the ball forward now, and it sits up for England at the back. A knock on. And it will be scrum down England inside their own 22. 23 and a half gone. 10 points to 7. Scotland in the lead. We have seen some great contests so far today. We've been covering Super Rugby. And then we kicked on for the Six Nations. Every single game so far tonight has been a close encounter. Gone down to the wire. The full 80 minutes have had to be played out. And this is looking very well set to be another one of those games. 24 minutes gone, 10 points to 7. Scotland, 2 tries to 1. Will those missed conversions be crucial come the end of the game? The scrum sets. England put a big shove on. The front rows pop up. England get the penalty. Big scrum there from England. Anton Durkin, ahoy there. Anton Durkin, enjoying your commentary, sir. Greets from Kelowna. Am I saying that right? Kelowna, Canada. Wow. People tuning into the Six Nations from all over the globe. And an exciting game is in the making. Tania Godwin says, don't you just love the Scots? Hugh Jones taking time out to make sure his socks are perfectly upright. Now that, Tania, is what I call tradition. Dickey throws to the line out. Uncontested. England have the ball. Genge charges towards the halfway. Scotland look to get in and spoil. Itoje forms a bridge at the back for Alex Mitchell with the box kick. Up over halfway it goes. England put pressure on the take, but Kyle Rowe does well under the high ball. .30 out from their own line now, Scotland. 26 gone. Almost 26 minutes gone. Ben White with the clearing kick up towards halfway. Tapped back by Scotland. They're back in possession. Just inside England's territory. Numbers out to the left, but the kick goes in. There is open space, and it does bounce into touch just outside the 22. Going for the 50-22 there, but it falls just short. England will have the line-out throw. Defensive line-out, though, inside their own half. And Cowan Dickey, he's in no hurry to get across here and throw this one in. 26.5 gone, 10 points to 7. England go to the middle. Itoje does just enough to secure possession. Trapped inside their own 22, told to use it. Mitchell has it at the back. And he clears from the base of the ruck. A good kick. Up over halfway. Van der Merwe is there. And that is a great clearance. Alex Mitchell all the way up over the halfway line. $27 gone. 10 points to 7. A tough, tense encounter, this one. I think we are in for a great finish here as Dave Cherry throws to the front, uncontested. Scotland have the ball. In midfield, setting up the ruck. Back it goes to Finn Russell for the clearing kick. Marcus Smith is under it, tapped back by Scotland. And it falls for England. Inside their own half, Alex Mitchell pops it out for Cowan Dickey. Mitchell has it at the back of the ruck. Box kick, puts it high. Racing through, putting pressure on her England. Tapping it back. Ben Earl dives on it but loses it forward. Scotland toe through. Knock-on advantage has been played. Play on. Marcus Smith heads across field. And now skews it off the side of the boot. And into touch just outside the 22. That is a big net gain for Scotland. 28.5 gone. Scotland, an attacking line-out throw just outside the England 22. Odd Poppet, ahoy mate. Welcome back to the middle of the line-out. Scotland secure the ball in midfield and a big charge from Tom Jordan. White sends it out to the right-hand edge. Van der Merwe there. Beats one. Van der Merwe beats a second. He's inside the 22. Oh, he's finally taken the ground. We need Van der Merwe for the try. Tommy Freeman's already gone over. It's looking good for the multi. Change of direction here for Russell. Out to Hugh Jones. Jones takes them on. Beats one. 5 meters out here, Scotland. White back to Johnny Gray. Zander Fagerson rumbles it up here. 7 meters out. Schumann. 5 out from the line, just to the right of the post. They're lined up to the left here and firing the ball out. Now it sits up for Tom Jordan, who's lost it forward. Lost it forward. This will be a scrum down. England with the feed. 10 out from their own try line. And once again, I better see what my dog is barking at. Who is that little creature making all that big noise, huh? This one. "30 minutes gone here, 10 points to 7. Scotland in the lead. Still waiting for this scrum to set. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mate. Jackson Franks asking, do England have scrum dominance at the moment? There haven't really been all that many scrums from memory. They certainly have a huge weight advantage of about 50 kilograms. Will that come into play? We'll find out. They crouch. Bind. And set. Solid foundation here for England. It goes down on that near side. Told to use it. Reset. Scrum resets. Yeah, I don't really remember all that many scrums to say that anybody's had dominance so far. We'll see. The scrum resets, they crouch. Oh, absolutely. Tanya Godwin says, wait, in today's rugby doesn't always guarantee presence. Absolutely not. It's a good start, though. It's a damn healthy start as England look to put the shove on. Scotland stand firm, and England break away from the back with Tom Willis, the number 8. A nice carry outside the 22. Mitchell has it at the back of the ruck. Setting up the box kick, puts it high. England race through. Van der Merwe moves forward, spills it, and it's here for England again. Finn Smith puts the kick in behind the Scotland backs from inside the 50. They need to cover that off, and they do. Scotland return the kick. Foursome backs is on. Mitchell takes it on the full inside the 22, runs it back and puts it high, straight down the middle of the field. Chasing through is Tommy Freeman and makes the hit on Kyle Rowe. Scotland have numbers out here to the left, and that's exactly where they go. Here's Van der Merwe. Hops the pass back in field. Still alive here for Scotland. And Finn Russell says, I'll just kick it straight down Marcus Smith's gullet, and he'll take the mark inside the 22. That play all comes to nothing in the end. Scotland, though, leading 10 points to 7. 7 minutes to go until the halftime break. Smith kicks up over halfway. That's a nice touch finder. Scotland line out throw on the halfway line on this near touch line. Six and a half minutes till the break. Cherry goes to the front, uncontested. Rolling maul is set. They bring it out immediately, though. Cherry, penalty advantage for collapsing that maul. And back we come to the halfway line. Driving through. Tanya Godwin says, I hope Scotland turn up for the second half. That's always been their downfall. I hope they do too, because we need Van der Merwe for a try. Nice touch finder here for Finn Russell. Attacking lineout incoming. England under the pump once again. 4.5 left in the first 40. They go quickly. Ben White now to Russell in midfield. And Van der Merwe carries it up. 22 out in front of the posts. Dempsey takes a carry. Inside ball. And charging onto it was Jamie Ritchie. But well defended by England so far. Gilchrist driven backwards. Dumped in the tackle. Still here for Scotland. Russell to Van der Merwe, steps in field. Another strong carry. But they've got him pretty well covered tonight. The English defence not giving him any space. Almost through the gap, Scotland attacking edge to edge. And they've lost it. The knock on. England will have the scrum feed. "35 minutes, 50 gone. Scotland leading by 3. Four minutes to go till the break. Who is the official today? That's a good question. He's French, isn't he? I know that much. Have a look. See if I can bring it up. Here we go. England versus Scotland. Referee. Referee, not listed. What's his name? Oh, God. They don't put the referee's name on any of these things. Scrum down here for England inside their own 22. They do not put the official names anywhere on this thing. I'm pretty sure it's a French official. FFR, right? FFR is French Federation of Rugby. Sarah Jameson says, I think it's Pierre Brousset. Am I saying that right? Pierre Brousset. Strong foundation here, but the front row collapses for England. Referee says, just get it out of there. We'll play on. And Marcus Smith clears up towards the halfway line. Bouncing it nicely. Sits up for Kinghorn at the back. Kinghorn has got Van der Merwe in support. And Van der Merwe breaks down the sideline. Pops the pass back to Kinghorn. And he's got support as well from Hugh Jones. They are 22 metres out here. The Scots go on the attack. 3 to go until the halftime break. Thank you, Sarah, was it? For that information. Yes, Sarah Jameson. Thank you. You, Jordan to Kyle Rowe. And Dave Cherry's out there on the wing. They're 6 metres out now. England in over the top of it. Win the turnover. Fantastic work there. Ben Curry wins the turnover. That was a crucial turnover right before the halftime break. England survived that attacking raid. 5 metres out from their own line now. Told to use it. Alex Mitchell has it at the back of the ruck. The box kick clearance. Not a lot of angle on it. Not a lot of distance. The line out here for Scotland will still be inside the 22. Pressure right before half-time. Still on England. 2 minutes left until the break. Cherry with the line out. This is a big moment in the game. Cherry, over the top it goes. Taken by Johnny Gray. The rolling maul is set. They're rumbling forward here. Scotland, England, get in and spoil. Starts to crab sideways now, the rolling maul. It's still set, though. Now it starts to head forward, and it collapses. England will get the scrum feed. Well defended. 1 minute to go till the halftime break. England have held on. Scrum down. England feed inside their own 22. Tanya Godwin says, hardly great to have a French ref with two sides who have issues with the French. It's funny, there's actually a lot of teams who have issues with French referees, isn't there? The All Blacks certainly have had some run-ins or two with French referees over the years. Yes, Max G, I know. That is my same game multi. We've already got Tommy Freeman ticked off. I just need Van der Merwe. Yeah, those faces underneath the score are not try scorers. That is my same game multi. Penalty at scrum time here for England. They put a big shove on. And there's 2 seconds left until half-time. They've saved their best scrum for the very end of the half. Tanya Godwin says Scotland going into the second half leading. Can they keep up the momentum? It's almost like you just wrote my halftime spiel for me. I love it. The less work I have to do, I love. England put it into touch. Up towards the halfway line. They didn't tap first. Well, I haven't heard a siren yet. Anyway, so they probably couldn't have tapped and put it out. Throw to the middle of the line out. England secure it. Still inside their own half and breaking through as Lawrence. He's got support from Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith steps back in field. In and away. They're 5 metres out. Scotland might not be going into half-time in the lead just yet. The cutout pass for Lawrence. Flicks the pass over the top to nobody. And that will be half-time. Ollie Lawrence just tries a little too hard there. England have just fired a warning shot right across the bow. Scotland have survived. 10 points to 7 at the halftime break. Tania is not going to make any more comments, I don't think, relating to Scotland. Wow, everyone take a breath. We have got another cracker of a game on our hands. 10 points to 7. Tommy Freeman got a tick off my multi nice and early. And we just need Van der Merwe. $40 minutes for Duhan to get across the line. This one is going to go down to the wire. Buckle in for that second half. Waste of Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Twitch, live on Facebook. Thanks for being with us so far. We'll have a quick break. YouTube, I'll run some ads, and we'll be back for all the second half action right after this. Odd Poppet, you need to go on a beer run. Nice. You've sacked work off for the day. See you all in 10. No, oh, God, how nice is that? A 10-minute beer run. That's not too far at all. Of course, it's easy here. I don't know if this is a service that's available in other countries, or if it's just because we're such pissheads here in Australia. But there's actually a home delivery service for beer. You just order beer, and it gets delivered to your door. And I'm talking like it gets delivered in like under half an hour. The greatest thing ever. Amelia Lynn, welcome along over there on TikTok. Fishing Stevie, welcome on YouTube. Mon the Bonnie Scots, says Fishing Stevie. 10 points to 7 at half time. Scotland over England. And it does indeed seem like we've got another grandstand finish incoming. A blockbuster. We have seen some good games so far today. Super Rugby we covered. Into the Six Nations. Every single game has been outstanding. And we are set for a huge second half here. Keeping with the trend. A very, very close game. England very nearly scoring on the halftime break. What a turnaround that would have been. Scotland playing very, very well, though. All I need is Van der Meer. Anytime try scorer. That's all we need. We got Tommy Freeman nice and early. And actually, what's the payout on that? I forgot to look it up. The payout on Van der Merwe, if he goes over, because we've already got Tommy Freeman, I will win $106 on a $10 stake. Not bad, not bad. Nat says Scotland need to just let the backs do the work. And the backs have been very threatening. I'll tell you who I've been impressed with. Kyle Rowe. Kyle Rowe, I'm pretty sure every single time that he touched the ball, he broke the first tackle. Maybe not every single time, but a very high percentage. Kyle Rowe, every time he had the ball, he had a damaging run. Duhan van der Merwe, of course, makes half a break pretty much every single time. England have kept him pretty well contained towards the sideline, but he's still been having some damaging runs. Tom Jordan has had a lot of involvements. Yes, Scotland are looking good in the back line, that's for sure. Armon, ahoy, mate. What's my prediction? Oh, look. Look, I do think England win. I tipped England at the start. I'm sticking with that. I obviously hope that Duhan van der Merwe scores a try so that my multi gets up. It's been a shocking day for same-game multis. Across all the games, we did 3 Super Rugby, and we're now into the second Six Nations game. So 5 games we've done streaming tonight. And I've had, across those 5 games, 15 try-scoring legs. 15 legs across all the games. Freeman has hit now. We've had 4. 4 of those 15 legs have hit. We haven't even come close to winning a single bet. We are very close here on this one. I kept it down to 2 legs. 2 legs was still a $100 payout for a $10 stake. 40 minutes for Van der Merwe to get across the line. Surely. Surely. Anyways, that had nothing to do with the question. The question was, what's my prediction? My prediction, look, I said England at the start. I'll stick with England. They showed right on the stroke of half-time just how threatening they can be. They need to inject Marcus Smith from the back a lot more. This game is certainly up for grabs, though. Anybody's contest. Jack NW132 says, I want England to win. One thing is for certain, we are going to get a great finish to this game. Can't wait for it. Going to be an exciting last 40 minutes. No matter which team you go for, if you go for a team at all, if you're just a rugby fan and you want to see a great game, you've come to the right place. There is a great game in the making. 10 points to 7 at the halftime break. A victorious multi would just cap it off so nicely. The cherry on top, as they say. For Duhan van der Merwe. Wales versus Ireland earlier tonight. Oh, it looked for all money like Wales were going to cause the upset. A disappointing end for the Welsh. They fought to the very, very final whistle, and all credit to them for that performance that they put on tonight. Scotland answering the call as well. You got some bevies ready. Very nice. Bevies and the wasted world of sports, they go together hand in hand. Now, I was saying when you popped off, Odd Poppet, you've got access so close. But I was saying I've got home delivery service here in Australia. You just pop on the pick up your phone, hop on the app, gets delivered to your door in under 20 minutes. I won't name the service because they can give us some sponsorship money if they want me to name them. I think that's fair. Nothing wrong with that, right? But yes, thankfully we do have that available to us here in Australia. And it's not like it's a huge amount of money for delivery either. It's like $5. That's all good. I mean, comes in very handy for someone like me. It's funny because I've had 2 YouTube channels now. I had a somewhat successful gaming channel called Intoxigamer, and now we've got the Wasted World of Sports. And it's like, oh, why is all your channels revolve around drinking? Well, geez, I'm half Irish, half Maori, born and raised in Australia. What other choice did I have? I was always going to grow up and be an epic pisshead. Odd Poppet, you live in a very small rural village in Wales. Your shop is literally a 2-minute walk. Win-win. Oh, very nice. And see, the 2-minute walk, even though it's only 2 minutes, it is still calories, right? So your 2-minute walk there, your 2-minute walk back, your little walk around the store to pick out what you want, and back home, justify. You're like, I exercise. That justifies my beer intake for the rest of the evening. I like it. I like the way you think, sir. Oh, God, let's not go there again. Still half-time here, in case anybody's wondering. 10 points to 7 in favour of Scotland. Feels like they have very long half-time breaks in the Six Nations, longer than the Super Rugby. I always run out of things to say. Any questions in the chat room? I'm also at the end of a... I'm also coming to the end of a very long night. I started... Here they come, ready to come out for the second half. I started streaming at 1:30 this afternoon, my time. 1:30 in the afternoon. Yesterday, my time. The Brumbies... No, not the Brumbies. That was the Hurricanes versus the Fijian Drua. So, I started at 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday, my time. It is now 3:46 a.m. Just to give you a little idea of just how long I've been talking and calling rugby matches on social media. So it's little wonder that my voice is starting to crack and I'm starting to get a little bit fidgety. We are down to the last 40 minutes, though, and then I get a little bit of a break before we go again tomorrow. 40 minutes left in this intriguing encounter. Mr. Ed's Dead says, I'm not used to seeing you this early/late. Mr. Ed's Dead is from the United States of America, which is about to be made great again, by the way, just quietly. But I won't get into politics. But yes, it's almost noon where Mr. Ed's Dead is. Second half underway. The whistle blows. And Scotland will get us underway. Kinghorn puts the kick down. England taken inside their 22. Alex Mitchell immediately returns fire up towards halfway. And a nice clearing kick. Tania Godwin says this is the best rugby channel around. You've just had breast cancer surgery, scar reconstruction. So you're on Tennant's beer in the honour of Scotland. Very nice. I mean, on the beers, I mean. Scotland attack down the short side. Jackson Franks says, come on, England. Scotland have the ball, though, just on halfway. Schumann with a strong carry. Ben Russell on the wraparound. Inside the English half. Gilchrist. Back here towards midfield they head. Ben White's got it at the back of the ruck. Puts it high. Contestable kick. Racing through there is Kyle Rowe. Knocks it backwards and Scotland back in possession. Numbers to the left. It's 3-on-2. But England number up. And a nice tackle. Nice around the legs there on Hugh Jones. England get in and put pressure on the ruck. And Scotland hands on the ground. Penalty to England. Big turnover, that one. Good start to the second half here from both sides, really solid. Ben Smith. Plugs it into touch. They're inside Scotland's territory, 40 metres out. Tania Godwin, good to hear. Doing fine. I'll drink to that. England throw to the front, uncontested. Finn Smith. Oh, excuse me. Finn Smith pops the ball up and they drive forward. That is a nice carry. Mitchell sends it down the short side. Quick ruck ball there again. Out the back to Finn Smith. The double pump. Half a gap opens up and Ollie Lawrence leaves it behind. Knock on by England. Scrum down for Scotland. Oh, they're creating half chances here though, England. Cheers, Tania, to what? I don't know. Scar reconstruction. I don't know. It's not really my domain. This is Western World of Sports, not Dr. Phil. So I don't know what to say. And you didn't ask for anything either, so. Free kick here for Scotland. I feel like I just made things awkward, so I'm going to shut up and move on. Didn't mean to. Oh, God, I'm a big, awkward goofball. They don't find touch here, Scotland. I don't think they were trying either. Marcus Smith runs it back in midfield, up to the halfway line. My boy Marcus. Now back for Finn Smith. It's Smiths or us out there. Knocked on by England. Competing for the high ball. Scrum down for Scotland. Five minutes gone in the second half. Changes roll out now. Jamie George is on. Cowan Dickey is off. Elliot Daly's on for Slightholme. Oh, we are in for a big finish here. You can just sense it. I wonder how Dan Jam's doing. Dan Jam, England supporter. He's been very quiet in the chat room, but I'm fairly sure he's there. His heart will be in his mouth. Scotland with the scrum feed. It sets. And a strong scrum from both sides. Scotland have it in midfield. Kinghorn cuts back in field. England in over the top of it. Can't quite win the turnover. It's still there for Scotland. Ben Russell. Out the back it goes to Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe's got space on the outside. In and away. And he's brought to ground. A great legs tackle by Freeman. He's been well controlled tonight, Van der Merwe, which is unfortunate for my multi. We do need him anytime try scorer. Into midfield, Scotland. Tom Jordan with another strong carry. The backs, as was raised in the TikTok chat room earlier, the backs have been very solid. Finn Russell on the wraparound. Creates a little overlap. The pass to Jamie Ritchie was delayed just enough for England to slide across and cover off. $10 out. Scotland still in possession. Jamie Ritchie. Big defence needed here from England. Ferguson spills it forward. And England will get the scrum feed. 10 metres out from their own line. Just to the left of the posts. Scotland. The handling letting them down. England at the moment are doing just enough defensively to hold on. And Tom Curry's leaving the field. He looks like he's in a world of hurt. And on comes Chandler Cunningham South. A very posh-sounding name. Chandler Cunningham South. He sounds like, his name sounds like, I don't know, like he's off Frasier or something. Do we know Frasier, the TV show? Sounds like one of Frasier's posh, pompous friends. Chandler Cunningham South. Anyway, scrum down here for England. 10 metres out from their own line. Defensive scrum. Odd poppet. I've actually just started doing a Frasier binge all the way back to season 1. Started from the very beginning. It's kind of like my nightly routine. I fall asleep to it. Scrum down. Very solid here from England. Scotland, though, do get a big shunt on, and it's messy out the back. Penalty goes to England, though. Boring in. Boring in is the call. Not driving straight. And a relieving penalty here for England. Just the one try apiece. No, wait. Scotland have got 2. They just haven't converted any. 2 tries to 1. England find their touch. Jamie George throws to the front. Taken. England still in their own half. Here's Genge. A strong carry. Mitchell has it at the back of the ruck. Will it be a box kick? By God, it's a box kick. High, contestable. England are racing through. Freeman puts pressure on Van der Merwe. Taken down inside the 22. England look to drive over the top, but it's still there for Scotland. Ben White. Back for Fagerson. Sets up another ruck. And the box kick now. Looking for touch. Angling it over the sideline. Up to the 40 metres line. It's a good kick. A decent kick there from Ben White. England go quick over the top, but the referee says, nope. Back we go. Jamie George with the line-out throw. England can go on the attack. Cunningham South is the decoy. England have it in the middle. Here's Cunningham South off the back of the maul. And a good carry. Plants it back for Mitchell. Genge on the crash ball. Scotland in over the top, competing, winning the turnover. Jamie Ritchie wins the turnover. England not committing numbers to the ruck. You've got to commit numbers to the ruck if you want to retain the ball. Jamie Ritchie winning the penalty. And Scotland put it into touch. 30 metres out from England's line. Chandler Cunningham South sounds like a brand rather than the name. Frasier is on daytime TV in the UK. It's still really funny for an American show, says Tanya Godwin. Hey, does anyone want to know my all-time favourite comedy? All-time favourite, bar none. And I'm just interested to know if anybody out there agrees with me. Oh, hang on. We've got to do some banning in the chat room. Penalty to England. They've won the turnover in midfield. That is a huge turnover. I don't know if that's a bot or what, but let's not be spamming the chat room, huh? Jamie George, over the top it goes. England lose it forward. Scotland come away with it. Execution letting them down. Elliot Daly now brings it back. Knock-on advantage is over, says the referee. "51 minutes gone. Can Scotland make it a 45th win?" Spills out the back of the ruck. England still in possession. Crossfield kick here for England. Lost backwards by Scotland. It's still there. Van der Merwe has it. Losing ground, though, as England drive through over the top. The counter ruck is good, but Scotland managed to retain possession. Inside their own 22. It's back on the side for England. On the attack inside the 22, England ball. We will come back to my favourite comedy when there's a break in play. Finn Smith. It's lost forward by England in contact. And Kinghorn thumps the ever-living bollocks out of it. Looking for a 50-22. And it gets a nasty little off break. But it's a big 60-metre gain upfield. Hell of a kick there from Kinghorn. All right, my favourite all-time comedy, Red Dwarf. Curious if anybody in the chat room knows it, loves it, watches it. The British version, of course. The American version was absolute trash and didn't last very long. England go to the middle of the line-out, and they win the penalty. Pulling down in the line-out. And they can clear back into Scotland's half. Be right back. England secured the line-out ball in midfield. A nice charge there from Ben Earl. Little grubber kick through. Tommy Freeman needs it to sit up. It doesn't. They come back for the penalty. $10 to 7. A shot at goal here would bring the scores level. And Marcus Smith is stepping up to have a crack here. 55 minutes gone. Potentially about to be all locked up. And Kachansky. Odd poppet. You can't forget Kachansky in the later years as well. Marcus Smith from right in front. Roughly 30 metres out. Should be a practice session for him. Puts it right down the middle. And we are all locked up. 10 points all here. England versus Scotland. 10 apiece. I am not going to get this Van der Merwe try, am I? Plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. There's over a quarter of the game to go. Positive thinking. What we need. Scotland get us back underway. England come down with it. Nice take from Itoje. Mitchell has it at the back. He wants some protection in there to set up the box kick. High with the box kick clearance up towards halfway. Keeps it in the field of play. It's gone out on the full, says the touchy. Marches them all the way back. Okay. Scotland will have the line-out throw here just outside the 22. I felt like that was touched. Well, it was touched by England there, so yeah, that's the right call. Scotland go to the front. Spreading the ball wide to the left immediately. Here is Kyle Rowe kicking him behind the line. And it sits up at the back. England have it. Elliot Daly with the in and away. He's brought to ground 5 meters out. Told to use it. Mitchell looking to set up the clearing kick. The box kick. Not a lot of distance on it. Scotland will still be on the attack. Oh, Blackadder was cool. I'd pop it. Absolutely. Blackadder was cool. My favourite Rowan Atkinson, though, will always be Mr. Bean. But also, and my dad got me into Dad's Army. Great show. Finn Russell cuts them in half. He's got Van der Merwe in support. Can't get the ball away. They're 5 meters out here, Scotland. Oh, the multi was this far away as Finn Russell carves the English defence in half. 5 meters out here, Scotland on the attack. Schumann just to the right of the post. Big opportunity. 5 meters out, they've got the defence in tatters. Slow ruck ball. Ben White fires it out to the left. Cut out pass to Kyle Rowe. Cuts back in field. Keeps it alive. Ritchie straightens. He's driven backwards. The number 21 there. Matt Fagerson. Still on the attack. Scotland need to get the ball wide. Good defence from England, but it's still on for the Scots. Out to the right. Finn Russell, that's where he goes. Itoje in over the top. Wins the turnover. Great work from Maro Itoje. England have the ball inside their own 22. My God, my multi was this close. Finn Russell just couldn't pop the pass up for Van der Merwe, who was flying through in support. That was so incredibly close. Gianpaolo Delalo says, "Come on, England." Tania Godwin says, "You might not get the van on the ground. He's not going to play on the sidelines. England know that, but he's a smart player. Well, hopefully he can get over. It was so close there. If Finn Russell could have just popped that pass up, right? Flying through was Hugh Jones. No, it was Tom Jordan, sorry. Spills it forward. And England back in possession. The kick through. Sits up at the back for Henry Slade. England inside Scotland's half. Itoje cleans out well. Mitchell to Marcus Smith in midfield. Chesham. It's still there for England in midfield. 60 minutes gone. Freeman down the short side. Penalty to Scotland. England have just dived in straight over the top and sealed off the ruck. 10 points all. 60 minutes gone. Oh, this is an amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. Scotland either needs a penalty or a try, says Tania. Harry Randall on for Alex Mitchell. Mitchell's performed well tonight, it must be said. 19 minutes to play. Still plenty of time. 10 points apiece. Anybody's contest. I feel like there will be so many more twists and turns in this game. Russell with the high ball. Contestable. Marcus Smith is up there, but it's tapped back by Scotland and over the sideline. Line out throw here for England. .62 minutes gone. All locked up. 10 apiece. Itoje wins the line out. Back for Finn Smith to clear. Puts it high. Contestable. Kinghorn takes it. Well done at the back there for Scotland. Ben White out to Ewan Ashman. Schumann down the short side. Told to use it. Ben White got it at the back of the ruck. The box kick. Clearing up over halfway. And England with quick ball. Finn Smith to midfield. They've got options everywhere. Numbers out to the left. If they can free the ball up, but they can't. And Ollie Chesham goes to ground just over halfway. 63 minutes gone. Finn Smith to Marcus. Marcus dummies. Cuts back in field. He's held up in the tackle. Gets to ground now. Scotland in over the ball. Jamie Ritchie with the turnover penalty. Jamie Ritchie has just come to life in this second half. Turnover after turnover. And Marcus Smith caught not releasing. What a standout performance it's been for Jamie Ritchie here in the second 40. A big penalty, a big turnover. Fantastic work there. But the touch finder doesn't find touch. They haven't found touch with the penalty. but England have failed to really take advantage. The clearing kick, not a lot of distance on it. It is still a huge net gain for Scotland. They will have an attacking line-out throw, 30 metres out from the line, over on that far side of the field. As we've got time off here, the referee wants to have a look at something. Yes, he's calling it up on the big screen. Slade is still out there, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Jackson. Yeah, Henry Slade, I'm pretty sure, still out there. So what are we looking at here? What is the TMO getting involved with? Not that, surely. Chesham and Kyle Rowe, we are surely not looking at this. There is head-on-head contact. Kyle Rowe might be penalised here for being too upright. Well, this is ridiculous. He wasn't even committed to the tackle. Head-on-head contact. Penalty for England on the halfway line. Boy, that is a huge call. We come all the way back to halfway. Penalty to England. It was going to be an attacking line-out throw for the Scots. Head-on-head contact is just not allowed in any capacity. That's a rough call, that one. But it goes the way of England. Oh, they're going to have a shot at posts, are they? They're going to have a crack at goal. No, they're putting it into the corner. Into the corner it goes. I thought they were about to have a shot at goal. 10 metres out, they'll have the line-out throw, England. Valerio Cardos, ahoy, welcome along to this nail-biting finish. 64 minutes gone, 10 points all. Tanya Godwin says England want to be the box. Jamie George with the line-out throw. Goes to Itoje in the middle. Has to reel it in with one hand. Penalty advantage to England. Penalty advantage, England. The rolling maul is set. It's rumbling forward. 5 metres out. Still under penalty advantage. Starting to head backwards now, though. They must release it. Told to use it. Harry Randall's got it at the back of the ruck. Through the hands now. Finn Smith. The pop pass for Elliot Daly. Itoje. 2 metres out. Randall fires it across the face of the post. Smith on the wraparound to Slade. Back in towards the post. Will Stewart plants it back. Randall wrestles the ball away. Itoje into contact. Driven backwards. Penalty advantage still there for England. Here's Daly. Steps past one. Gets the arms free. Pops it off for Lawrence. Lawrence spills it forward. And will come back for the penalty. Time off. And he's calling the Scotland captain over. Penalty, penalty, penalty. This will be a final warning. No more down this end. A choice of penalties here for England as well. Closer to the posts, a little bit further out. What do they want? They could take the one closer to the post and have the 3. And that's the one they've gone for. 5 metres out, right in front of the posts. And they'll have the shot. England through Marcus Smith. surely about to take the lead here. This is an absolute gimme. 66 minutes gone. England about to lead 13 points to 10. I can't believe we had Tommy Freeman so early in the multi. I was feeling so good about it. Marcus Smith pops it over, as you would expect. England lead 13 points to 10. 14 minutes remaining. It was so easy, I would have kicked it, Tania. Guaranteed I would have put that one over. Wow. I mean, that's not really fair to say, though. I mean, I was the goal kicker when I used to play. It was a long time ago. But I was the team's goal kicker. England secure the kickoff. 13 minutes to go, leading by 3. Randall has it at the back of the ruck. Box kick, straight up in the air. Not a lot of distance. It's taken by Elliot Daly, who now scampers away back towards midfield. And he links up with Jamie George, and George puts the head down, ass up, charges forward. Back to Finn Smith for the clearing kick. Taken by Russell. Returns it inside the 22. Marcus calls the mark. Odd Poppet says the onus is now on the Jocks to either get a try through Vandermerwe, of course, or at least draw it up with a 3-pointer. Marcus Smith clears this up outside the 40-metre line. Good kick. Nice exit. Might have wanted a little bit more distance. Ashman with the line-out throw. Scotland go to the front, secure the ball on halfway. Finn Russell fires it across into midfield. The ruck is set. Penalty to England. This is right out in front. It's on the halfway, but it is bang in front. Do they take a crack from here? Has he got the distance to make it? Well, they just got the clean out wrong there, Scotland. They're going to have a shot here, I reckon. Ten minutes to go. And Finn Smith is going to have a shot. Maro Itoje had really stern words with Finn Smith. And I think those words were probably, now, are you sure you've got the distance here, mate? Because we've got someone on the field, Elliot Daly, who absolutely can. Are you sure you've got this? And Finn Smith said, yes, mate, I've got it. It's all under control. And the young fella steps up to have a crack here. 50 metres out, right in front, to extend the lead here for England. Finn Smith, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He moves in, he strikes it. It's on target. If it has the distance, it does. It's got the distance comfortably. And England leads 16 points to 10. 10 minutes to go. What a kick that was. It was right out in front, but the distance made it a difficult one. The situation, the game scenario, the pressure made it a difficult one. And he has pumped up Finn Smith. He loves it that he put that one over. Scotland get us back underway. 9 minutes remaining. England have the ball. Ben Earl sets up the ruck just inside the 22. Told to use it. Randall has it at the back. The box kick. Up towards the halfway line. Scotland will have the line-out throw. Odd Poppet says definitely a try needed. Definitely a try needed now, yes. Scotland through the hands now. Out to the left. Van der Merwe's there. Pass it to him. He was in space. I just want my multi to get up. Is what I want at this point. Jamie Butty into contact. Big defense there in midfield. Rocking Gregor Brown backwards in the tackle. Losing ground here, Scotland. Loose pass, spilling it forward. It falls for England, and they can clear. They thump the ever-living bollocks out of it, but it's out on the full. It's overcooked, and they come all the way back. Elliot Daly puts it out on the full. All the twists and turns of this game. The highs, the lows, the momentum shifts. It is going every which way. Scotland will have a line out right where they lost the ball. Oh, you can't separate these two teams. 6 points only, 2 penalty goals. That's the difference. For Scotland, those missed conversions. They've scored 2 tries to 1. Scotland have 2 tries to 1. It should be 16-14. Your kicks are so important in rugby. Ashman with the line-out throw. Decoys everywhere here for Scotland. They end up going to the front. And the ball is secure. Jamie Ritchie has it. Goes straight to ground. Penalty advantage to Scotland. They have the ball in midfield. Playing under penalty advantage. Here is their chance. A big chance. No advantage. And they'll come back for the penalty. Now there is 7 minutes to go. There's a choice to be made here. Ritchie immediately points to the corner. There's 7 minutes to go. You would have to consider taking the 3, surely. But no, Finn Russell is going to put it into the corner. And they're going to keep the pressure on. Attacking line out here for Scotland. 10 metres out from the line on this near touchline. Ashman with a huge throw here. 6.5 minutes to go. Ashman goes to the middle. Scotland have it spoiled by Itoje, and Cunningham South runs away with it. They should have taken the 3. England set it up in midfield. Randall looks to clear. Passes it out for Baxter. Another phase set. 74 minutes gone. Randall with the box kick. Charge down. And it skews away straight into the hands of the number 22 there. Jamie Dobie. Scotland goes straight back on the attack. Oh, this game just keeps spitting out all kinds of scenarios that you don't expect. Itoje looks to get in and spoil for England. Scotland have been handed a lifeline, a massive one. Inside the 22, Dobie again. Just to the right of the post, 20 metres out. The pick and go for Ferguson. Trying to draw in England defenders here. Out to the left-hand edge. Finn Russell on the wraparound. Kinghorn slips. And England pile in over the top, but it's still there for Scotland. Van der Merwe in at scrum half. 5 minutes to go. 6 points the difference. Scotland on the attack, 22 out. Back towards the middle of the field they come. Jamie Ritchie tries to burrow under. Still 22 out. running out of options there. Scotland, delayed pass. And that gives England time to race up in defence. Drive them backwards. Van der Merwe driven backwards now. Huge defence from England. They drive in over the top, but it's still there for Scotland. Well presented by Van der Merwe. Itoje with hands in, told to release. Russell, Harbour Bridge ball over the top for Kinghorn. Almost on the outside, but a great legs tackle brings him down. Russell into play, scrum half. Back for Jamie Barty. It's still there for Scotland. 14 phases. Now, half a gap opens up. Keeping it alive down the left-hand edge. Van der Merwe's there. They can't get the ball out to him. 15 phases, but the English defence can't be broken at the moment. They're in over the top of this ball. England still there for Scotland. They so nearly got the turnover. Short side they go, and that's a horrible forward pass by Ewan Ashman. Over the sideline it goes. England have their choice here. They've defended well. Scrum or line out. But immaculate defence. Scotland just had no way through. Van der Merwe is furious out there on the sideline. That was such poor service. And we have an injury stoppage, which is a good opportunity for a quick break for myself. Be right back before this scrum sets. Well, the TMO has interjected here, and we are looking for some potential foul play. Oh, Ewan Ashman. Ewan Ashman, you great big goof. Ewan Ashman has just dropped the shoulder in off the ball, and this will be a penalty to England. Well, that was stupidity at its finest there by Ewan Ashman. Scotland are indeed blowing their chances blank. That was just completely unnecessary. Off the ball. Drops the shoulder in. Takes the player out. That is going to be spotted by the TMO. You can't get away with stuff like that in 2025. You are just not going to get away with that. And with 3 minutes remaining, that is a huge, huge mistake. England with the touch finder just outside the 22. And they'll go on the attack here for the final 3 minutes. Jamie George with the throw. Goes to the middle. The money man, Itoje. Secure as always, but a penalty to Scotland. Obstruction has been called. It's not over yet. Blocking access. Scotland have been given one last lifeline. The kick to touch takes them inside England's half. Just inside England's territory. Big line out. 16 points to 10, England lead. 2 minutes to go. Ashman, he's got a lot to make up for here. He's got to hit the mark. Goes quickly to the middle. It falls for Scotland. In midfield, just on their own side of halfway. Flat pass to Fagerson. Another flat pass infield. The break is made. Where's the support? Inside the 22 now. Scotland taken 5 metres out. A good run there from McDowell. Now numbers out to the left. Get it out to Van der Merwe. And Van der Merwe scores. Van der Merwe scores in the corner. You wouldn't believe it. Our multi is up. And Scotland get the try. A conversion attempt from out wide to win the game potentially. But what a moment. With 2 minutes to go, Van der Merwe hits the multi. That is an amazing moment here on the channel. Hang on, has the try been awarded? Let's not get carried away yet. Has the try been awarded? This try needs to be awarded because that's my multi. Yes, it has been. Conversion from the sideline. Finn Russell. Is it on target? He's missed it. Finn Russell misses it. 16 points to 15. England in the lead. Finn Russell can't come up clutch with the conversion from the sideline. He hooks it off to the left. 8 seconds to go. 16-15. But the big story here, my multi has hit. Another $100 win. I'm a happy boy. The clutch conversion from the sideline just couldn't hook it back around. Ben Smith with the restart. Time is up on the clock. Scotland have it inside their own 22. They have to go the length of the field to steal this one. Russell with the double pump to Van der Merwe. Here's Kinghorn stepping back in field. Beats one. Still there for Scotland. Slipping in the tackle. England try to drive in over the top. Finn Russell keeps it alive. Out to the left they go. Will Hurd carries forward. Dobie. A tense finish here. 1 point the difference. Time is up on the clock. Scotland play from inside their own 22. England defend well. Kinghorn's held up here by Cunningham South. Keeps it up off the ground. Now he gets to ground. Well done, Kinghorn. Loose pass out the back. Knocked on by England. Any stoppage now and it's game over. Finn Russell plants it back. Swing low. Breaks out around the stadium. Daj carries forward. Penalty advantage. Knock-on advantage, sorry. Still applies. Now he's got a penalty here. Well, this is huge. He's got a penalty advantage now for Scotland. Finn Russell runs across field. Links up with Kinghorn. Steps back in field. Met in a hard tackle. Russell to Jordan. Jordan steps away from one. Penalty to Scotland. The penalty is given to Scotland. 81-45 up on the clock. Oh, I'm still so excited that the multi hit. I don't care what happens anymore. Finn Russell needs to find a lot of distance. Doesn't, though. He needed to make sure of the touch. He overcompensated. Didn't get a lot of distance. Scotland will have the line-out throw 40 metres out from England's line. Oh. Ewan Ashman. What a huge throw this is. They go quick to the back. Scotland have the ball. The rolling maul is set. And they rumble forward. They are marching forward here, Scotland. England have to be so careful here not to give away a penalty now, because anything here is in range. Scotland release it from the wall. England have done well. They've held their discipline. Loose pass. It's on the ground. Kyle Rowe picks it up, slips. England pile in. Keep him up off the ground here, England, driving him backwards. The ball is up off the deck, and that is huge defence to win the game. Massive defence. England have won 16-15. Monstrous defence to hold Kyle Rowe up off the deck and drive him over the sideline. It went down to the wire, though. It went down to the very end. England have won 16-15. I have won my same game multi, 2 legs, on a $10 wager for a $100 return. That is the second same game multi to hit this weekend. Oh, what a game. Duhan van der Merwe gets player of the match. I might need that explained to me. I mean, I love Duhan, but I don't think he really did much to justify man of the match. Anyway, he did all I needed him to do. He scored a try. And our second same game multi has hit this weekend. Oh boy, what a match. What a night. Incredible. $16 points to 15, down to the wire. Oh, boy. How am I supposed to sleep after that? That's all right. I can stick around for a little bit after the stream. We can talk comedy. Isla says, unlucky Scots. Yes, I'll drink to that. I will drink to that, Isla. Very unlucky, Scotland. Disappointment out there. Pushing England to the very brink. But of course, the important story is my same game multi. Duhan van der Merwe and Tommy Freeman. Talk about making me wait, right? Like, Tommy Freeman hit inside the first 4 minutes. And then we had to wait until the very end. Like almost the 80th minute for Duhan van der Merwe to get over. Very, very start, the very end. My 2-leg multi. They made me wait for it. But I got it up in the end. Player of the match, Duhan van der Merwe. Oh, holy hell. What a game. Isla says, only if Finn Russell scored them conversions, we would have won. Absolutely. I said it at the time. I said it at the time during the stream, and I'm sure everybody was thinking it. Scotland with 2 unconverted tries. 4 points that they left out there. And that is not taking into consideration the try that they butchered as well. There was 1 try at least there that they absolutely butchered. They could easily have won this game. They had the opportunities. Cameron says so many penalty decisions wrong. Yeah, but I mean, that's rugby, isn't it, mate? Rugby is a tough old sport. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. You take the good with the bad. And I'm sure that Scotland, when they review this game, they won't be blaming the referee. They'll be thinking, we've got to do some kicking practice. We've got to do some handling practice because we could have won that game. If our execution was right. Richie McCaw used to say it best. Richie McCaw, great All Black captain, he always used to say it best when there were controversial calls in a game and he was interviewed after the match. He would always say, look, you get that. It evens out in the end. The bad calls even out in the end. We can only look at ourselves and the things that we could have done better, the things that we could have got right. Destiny was in our own hands out there. And I'm sure that Scotland will be doing the same. Isla, who do I support? I go for the All Blacks. But as I am committed to bringing alternative commentary to social media, I cover all different kinds of games, even if my teams are not involved. And I've been enjoying it. I have opened my eyes to just this whole new world, basically. Breaking free from the Southern Hemisphere cocoon and experiencing Six Nations rugby and Super League, Rugby League. It's been a life-changing experience here running this channel. Oh, sorry, just in this game? Well, I had tipped England to win, so I wouldn't say that I was necessarily going for anyone. I was kind of torn because I love Marcus Smith, but I also love Duhan van der Merwe. So, yeah, I was kind of torn in this game. Tania Godwin says All Blacks have the only unique way of looking at teams. Padraig O'Brien, ahoy mates. We're doing very well. We have enjoyed ourselves today, Padraig. Blank says, love the channel and what you've been doing. Cheers, mate. I'll drink to that. Wasted World of Sports, covering sports, down on some beers, talking bollocks. Gotta love it. Live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Twitch, live on Facebook. wastedsports.com.au, our official website. The Calcutta Cup presented here to England. They hold the snakes in the air. The Cobras. The Cobras are sky high. All right. So is anyone interested in because I'm not tired at all. Is anyone interested in a little 10 or 15 minute just general chit-chat session after the stream, or should we just end it? We can talk about Red Dwarf. Stay, says Lockie Price. Stay. Lockie Price says England did not deserve to win. Probably not, Lockie. Probably not. But that's rugby, right? That's sports. Sometimes the team that deserves to win doesn't. Sometimes you're on the receiving end. Sometimes it goes your way. Odd Poppet says the All Blacks are unique. They always have been, especially back in the late 90s. Lomu was a legend. Oh, yes, I've told the story on stream many times before. But for the benefit of those who haven't heard, I do have some prized possessions. I've got a back room, a warehouse basically here at the studio. I call it a warehouse. It's essentially just a spare room. But I've got back there a collection of autographs that I've gathered over the years. Some of my prized possessions are back there. I've got Jonah Lomu signed on a Super 12 rugby program. And I've also got Tana Rumunga, Christian Cullen, Andrew Mertens, Justin Marshall. Who else? Who else did I get there? Todd Blackadder. Couple of other ones, but they were the prized ones. Jonah Lomu, obviously the biggest prize of all. One thing I will say, though, he wasn't very... Now, in fairness, just to bring context to the conversation, in fairness, he came over here to Queensland. They played the Reds. A tough encounter, the Auckland Blues versus the Reds. It was a tough battle, and the Reds got the victory. So, he was on the receiving end of a loss, but the scenario around me hunting down his autograph that night, there was a whole group of people. There was a whole bunch of people, and they were all calling out his name, and he left the changing sheds, and he's come out the back. He's left the changing sheds. All these people are calling out for him to come over because they want to get his autograph. They want to get photos. They want to whatever. He put his head down and he walked in the opposite direction out to the clubhouse. Now, obviously, you're disappointed. You've come over to Australia. You've lost the game. You can kind of understand. Yeah, you probably don't want to go through interaction, but you're a superstar. You're a legend, as Odd Poppet has said there. A legend. So it felt like, at the time, I was understanding, even as a kid. Even as a kid, when that happened, I was understanding. But it still felt like pretty poor form when you've got this group of people screaming out for you and you don't even acknowledge them. Like, not even a wave. He just put his head down and walked out the back to the clubhouse. Odd Poppet, yes, Tana Rumunga. Tana Rumunga, Christian Cullen. Who else played for the Hurricanes back in those days? Tana Rumunga, Christian Cullen. There were a couple of other ones there for the Hurricanes that I got signed. But yeah, I've got a nice little collection of stuff. Mutton Nonu. No, not back in those days, Dan Jam. Nonu wasn't around back in those days. Nonu came through later on. But yeah, back in those days, Nonu wasn't around just yet. Odd Poppet says Lomu was like a battering ram when it came to rugby. He wasn't a people's person. He was a gentle private giant. Absolutely. And as I said, there was context around the whole situation. It just felt like I could see both sides of the equation. Basically, is what I'm trying to say there. I could see both sides. I can understand why people were quite peeved about it. But I totally understand. I would probably be much the same too, to be perfectly honest. If I've just lost a game, I probably don't want to be going and interacting. Give me a little bit of time to just wind down. I'm going to go out to the clubhouse. I'm going to sink a few beers. I'm going to catch up with my mates, and then if you're still around when I come back out, we'll do the thing. So I sort of get it. Ended up getting his autograph that night anyway. Just persistence. Just hanging around. So yeah, good times, good times. Wow, 16 points to 15. It has been such a huge, cool day of rugby action. Super Rugby. And then Six Nations, all the Super Rugby games. All the Super Rugby games were so good. And then both Six Nations games were good as well. Bebo says 15s or 7s. Oh, 15s all the way. I used to enjoy the 7s. But I used to enjoy the 7s when it was a novelty. 7s rugby used to be just like a once or twice a year tournament. It was a novelty. Now that it's turned into like a year-long tournament, I've just completely lost interest in it, to be perfectly honest. 7s rugby is overkilled at the moment. That's just my personal opinion. I struggle to get into it. Yes, poor goal kicking lets Scotland down here tonight. Those 2 early tries, unconverted. You've got to make your goals. It's as simple as that. Odd Poppet says, when it comes to comedy, though, have you ever watched a show called The Young Ones? Oh, once in every lifetime. Yes, and bottom, Rick Mayall, comedy legend. A little-known movie. I'll tell you this, Odd Poppet. You probably know about it, but I'll share it with everybody else. A little-known movie doesn't get anywhere near the respect it deserves. Guest House Paradiso. Now, Guest House Paradiso is the Bottom movie. And Bottom is a British comedy duo starring Rick Mayall and apologies to the other bloke, I forget his name. But yes, good times, good times. Guest House Paradiso. Aid Edmondson, thank you, Dan Jam. That's him. Epic slapstick. Guest House Paradiso. Highly recommend checking it out. Well worth a laugh. But yeah, I've got all the young ones on DVD. Yes, I still have DVDs. Why do I still have DVDs? Because streaming services put stuff up and take stuff down whenever they want to. I like to own the DVD, then I know that I've got it, and I've always got it. It's mine. So I still collect DVDs and Blu-rays. $16 points to 15 here. Went all the way down to the wire. Collect DVDs because my internet sucks. Aussie internet is... I've got pretty... The funny thing is, like, I've got pretty decent internet for Australia. Yeah, Australian internet is so backwards. Like, every mate of mine... I unfortunately have never ventured overseas, but every friend of mine that has gone overseas, over to America or over to Europe somewhere, every single friend of mine that has traveled overseas has gone, man, you don't realize just how bad our internet is until you go overseas, especially to the Asian countries. Like, holy hell, like Japan, Korea, China, forget about it. That internet is flying. Travis says Wi-Fi is okay, mate. We get by. Bebo says promotion equals expansion equals revenue equals more rugby. I think it's healthy for longevity. Yeah, it probably is, Bebo, but I'm just not interested in it. That's all. The question was 15s or 7s. I don't have a problem with the 7s tournament existing. I'm just not into it. That's all. Tanya Godwin says, Hurricanes, question mark. There are a shed load. Bodie, Geordie, and more recent. What are you talking about, Tanya? I feel like there needs to be a I feel like there's another message there that didn't come through or something. That feels like half a message. Hurricanes, question mark. There are a shed load. Bodie, Geordie are more recent. Odd Poppet says, I own about 4.5k DVDs in your collection to date. The internet sucks where I live as well, to be fair. How do you have 4.5k DVDs? I feel like this is a clear exaggeration. 4,500 DVDs. I suppose if they're not in full cases, if they're in sleeves and all packed in, it's still a lot though, isn't it? I'm trying to visualize this. Maybe I should turn this over to my AI generator. I'll ask for an AI image. Excuse me, Adobe Firefly, what exactly does 4,500 DVDs look like in a room? It'll be interesting to see what it spits out. Dan Jam, you just got rid of all of yours. I learned to keep hold of mine just because when all the streaming services first came out, I went, yep, I signed up for all of them. But then they started taking stuff off, and it's like, okay, I want to watch this. I feel like watching Can't Hardly Wait. Oh, well, guess what? It's not on Netflix anymore. Oh, okay. Well, lucky I own the DVD. Bebo says, where do you think the shift has occurred with the Northern Hemisphere nations leveling up and being more competitive? Actually, we were talking about this the other night, weren't we? Could it be the South African club teams moving to the Northern Hemisphere competitions? We were talking about this during the Super Rugby streams the other night about how the All Blacks have clearly fallen back to the pack and Australia have just completely fallen off a cliff. And it's all matched up with South Africa moving the clubs to the Northern Hemisphere. Could it be that South Africa makes World Rugby tick? Just throwing that out there. Are we overstating the Springboks? But it is interesting that since the South African teams have broken away from Super Rugby, broken away from Sanzar, well, not broken away from Sanzar, just broken away from Super Rugby, and they're participating in those Northern club competitions, slowly but surely, the All Blacks have started to come back to the pack, and the Northern Hemisphere has taken over. Coincidence? Maybe. Probably. See. Tanya Godwin agrees on the sevens. I used to go to the sevens all the time. Dad used to take me. We'd go along to the sevens. It was once a year. We used to love it. It just became overkill. All right, Wasted Water Sports. I am going to love you and leave you. It's been a long night. I have been streaming since 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. I started with the Hurricanes versus the Fijian Drua. 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. It is now 5 a.m. the next morning. I thank you very much for your company here on the Wasted Water Sports. And I'll be back tomorrow. So what's happening tomorrow is the ICC Champions Trophy. So rugby's done for the weekend. We'll obviously be back next weekend for more Super Rugby and Six Nations if it's on. And of course, the NRL starts next weekend. The NRL officially starts next weekend. But tomorrow, ICC Champions Trophy, Pakistan versus India. I will probably do that game. Thank you so much for your company here. I appreciate it. As always, Wasted Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Twitch, live on Facebook. Your source for alternative sports commentary. That's the tagline that we've decided to go with. And I will catch you all when I see you next. Thank you and cheers.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports.
A skull.
Where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. But it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good. But we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. No way to roll. From sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to all cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.